Hey, what's up, y'all? I should have like theme music because I'm switching up everything as far as the YouTube channel goes. And I'm going to start doing a lot of the articles that I typically put on the website. I'm going to start doing those as YouTube videos because what I'm finding is I'm sharing this really good information on the website. And because I really want the people who are into sneaker culture and sneaker education, I really want everybody to get a little bit wiser about all of this stuff. Um, I'm going to begin sharing it as a YouTube video, putting the links in the description, and then I'll take the video and put the article on the site and then share that out so everybody else can get this information. So I don't want to call this 4 for 4 or something like that, but I'm going to try to pick a few stories each day that I think are worth sharing and presenting to you in a video format. Let's see how it works. I'm obviously not dressing up for this. Go figure. But let's get started. So this is an Insider Ties episode. It's episode 180, which means I've done 180 of these things. They're all over the place. You can go through and look at the rest of them. But let's get started with ASICS. So if you look over here to my, I got that right on the first time I pointed because the camera is reversed. If you look over here to my side, I won't say which way because I'm pointing to the right, and even though it on the screen is to the left. ASICS, and this is really in regard to sustainability. On the site, I've been writing the sustainability report for a while, but I am not a professional in understanding sustainability circular economy. It was introduced to me at a conference, and I was like, yo, this is really important information. So let's start sharing when companies do something that benefits our environment, as well as caters to the sneaker culture and the idea of creating new product. Well, ASICS has made basically 27.9% cut in CO2 emissions per pair of shoes made. It's pretty important information. Now, obviously, ASICS operates in Japan, but we actually have a warehouse here in Memphis. So cutting the CO2 emissions per pair of shoes made is extremely important. However, I know for a fact that someone who's in sustainability would email me and be like, Chris, that's not a big deal. Every little bit is a big deal. So we can't get caught up on the fact that things are not, kind of more expansive in sustainability. At the core of it, those of us who love sneakers are just as at fault as the sneaker companies because we consume without thought. And what I want people to start doing is to think about what you're buying. So if you're buying it and you don't see a sustainability message from the sneaker company that you love, maybe reconsider buying from someone who is thinking about the future. Right? Well, all right, enough of that. Let's move on from ASICS, but it's nice to see. And that link is going to be down here, and I'll make sure, I put it in the video and on the website. We're moving on not from sustainability to something less important, but something equally important. I'm always happy when I see an emphasis on art. So yesterday I did the art of Adam Port video. I'm going to put that up here. So if you're on a computer, then you'll be able to click and go watch that Adam Port video. And I did an interview with that artist. And then I've discovered that Adidas is doing something that's about abstract art and expression in the release of their soccer boots. And this is important because it shows that Adidas is preparing for the reopening of the leagues around the world after this pandemic. Now, they're pumping sound into the stadiums for these soccer games because they're not going to allow the crowds to come into the arenas just yet. It's the same thing they're working on with basketball. So we'll be able to get that entertainment, but it'll be a lot different than it was in the past until we kind of create the new normal. But really interesting collection from Adidas. They're taking the worlds of art and putting it with their new sneakers for soccer. And let's look at a couple of these pictures real quick just to make sure we see these pictures, right? And that's bananas. I love art on shoes, man. And the creators that are out there doing these things, big shout out. All right. So that's Adidas's foray into creating art on sneakers that aren't sneakers, soccer boots or football boots, right? So let's move on to the next one, which is elevating the discussion in this segment a little bit more. No one flies alone. Now, Craig Williams, president of Jordan Brand, the Jordan Wings. Now, as far as sneaker culture goes, we see the shoes and the Dave White and a lot of these different shoes that come out for the Jordan Wings program, and we think about it in terms of the sneakers. But in reality, Jordan Brand has been doing this for a while. So let's go to the most important paragraph here. Today, we are honored to award 32 students across North America scholarships to their chosen four-year university. They've done this with 1,800 students. Could they do more? Yeah. But what I'm trying to stress is that we can't simply demand so much of everybody and that everybody can do more and then crap on the good stuff that they are doing. So I bring up Jordan Brand to say, yeah, they could always do more, but what they are doing is extremely valuable. 32 students are going to go to school for free. These are not athletes, these are students. So it's just an admirable thing to see. There's a video.
The Jordan Brand Wings mission is to empower youth and level the playing field through education, mentorship, and access. To the class of 2024 Jordan Brand Wing scholars, in this uncertain time, facing such extraordinary circumstances, embrace optimism, exercise curiosity, be fearless.
I'm determined to be great.
I gotta stop that or I get kind of emotional, man. Former educator here. I mean, you guys have to expect that. I used to be a teacher. I mean, I still teach every now and then, but only college courses that I want to teach that I think are going to empower students. How about that? Anyway, let's I almost look like John Taffer doing that. The last thing is going to be a business discussion more than it is going to be something in regard to sustainability or Jordan Brand and donating, scholarships to students or the creativity of Adidas. It's the Ewing Athletics website. They redesigned this thing and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's perfectly executed. I love the way it looks. More important, I'm going to pop a window up here. Now, Big L, when we go back into hip hop terms, man, one of my basketball players stole my Big L CD. When it comes to Big L, rest in peace. Obviously, every time you hear that, you just kind of go bananas. But Big L was one of the dopest lyricists ever. And when you click on this page, what I want you guys to see, it's a really nice setup for Ewing Athletics. Originally, their website was really bad. And to see it be changed in such a way is inspiring, especially from the standpoint that they are having to become more of a DTC company because a lot of the accounts aren't carrying the shoes the way they used to. So you click on it and you get a PayPal button, which I love. And then you can still do it by credit card. Purchase 2 items, get a 15% discount. But look at the presentation of the pictures. This is really, really good work for a smaller brand. Now, they are also doing a Death Row sneakers in celebration of the album Dog Food. If you guys remember Corrupt and Daz, that album was crazy, but they are doing a 25th anniversary celebration of that album that released on Halloween, and they're going to make a shoe. And let me see if I can find those pictures real quick. Pop that open and do this, and then I'm going to wrap this up, man, and that'll be it for basically Inside the Ties for today. And I'll think about doing this maybe every few days or so. Hope you guys appreciate it. Here we go. Now this is at Complex Con, and they're the kicks that they're releasing for dog food. Kind of dope, right? But more important, the fact that they've tightened up the presentation on their website is extremely important, especially for a small business. That's it, guys. Hopefully you appreciate this new format, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.